Hi, Achy Dad here. I'm a little achy, actually a lot achy, from a flare-up of cervical radiculopathy between C5 and C6, a little bulge. Makes me think I pulled a shoulder blade, but then my elbow will hurt. And a couple years ago, it was really bad, and my index finger hurt, so they knew which discs it was up at Dartmouth Hitchcock. And so anyway, I'm used to this achiness, and trying to either stand or lie down, but not sit or drive. And this is the first entry in a new playlist or theme I'm gonna try on my channel called My Missing Manual. I've had that phrase kicking around in my head for years, and it comes maybe from working with computers where there's always a manual, and there's the phrase RTFM, read the effing manual, that people will sometimes say when you ask a question that you could look in the manual of. And I thought I would have loved to have been born with a manual, so when something was wrong, my partner or myself could look it up and say, well, what's this machine that's a human's manual? And I'll start this first post with what I have been boiling up over the years, which I used to think could be explained as maintaining the health of my instincts as the secret to my life. I don't think there's a secret to a life. I think each person has to find their secret. So there is no one secret. And maintaining the health of my instincts is how I phrased kind of my big picture number one thing. Because if I can't follow my instincts, I'm so alone in the world and I don't know what to do. Who should I love? Where should I work? What should I do? If I can't just have a feeling that's good because my instincts are corrupted, isn't that truly being lost? But today, after a good counseling session with my wife, a really good one, I refined that to what I'd call little big feelings, which is little feelings in my life seem to be very easy to dismiss. I'm feeling a little uncomfortable with this conversation. Or like right now, I'm a little nervous doing this post on YouTube. And they're easy to pass by and just be very conscious of the big feeling and just focus on, oh my God, I'm so angry, or I'm so happy, or I'm so sad. But those little feelings now, addressing them super quickly, I'm starting to think is the way I can maintain the health of my instincts. For some reason, I think of people who do this. One example comes to mind, which is made up of super rich, powerful CEO, man or woman, is at a meeting and they're listening and they get that little tickle. The hairs on the back of their neck is an expression, and they stop and they say, wait a minute, something's up here. I'm not quite sure that sounds good. Can you explain it again? And you don't map, or I should say, I don't map those kinds of expressions of little emotions to some big, powerful CEO who's supposed to be, tough and maybe robotic and calculating. But in reality, it's those little emotions maybe that allows people to say, no, something's up with that idea, or I'm a little uncomfortable with this interaction, and that really gets to the heart of things. Or when we try to teach our kids, my wife and I, if you're feeling a little uncomfortable around someone, get away, because you're probably in a dangerous situation. If you're just a little bit, something's wrong. So I will put an MMM in front of posts like this for My Missing Manual. And if you're a follower of my channel, which has a lot of reviews, because I love to test things, it's just something I've always done. I love to review products, send me stuff. I can't guarantee it'll be a good review, but I'll review it. And if you want to avoid the psycho-babble like this, just don't watch anything with MMM in the front. But since I've written down My Missing Manual a lot for years, maybe 20 years, I thought, well, why not start to say it on YouTube and go back through it as a way of helping myself. I'm not sure a person's manual can ever be done. it's probably like a business plan where doing it is the point, and then it's kind of invalid. So it's a lifelong work to write your manual, and I don't think we're ever going to be born with them. But it's a concept I can really grab onto, and maybe other people will find something in this kind of talking, even if you totally disagree with what I'm saying. It might get people thinking, but I will just talk about my experience and start a new playlist, My Missing Manual. All right, stay, what would the word be? Stay healthy out there.